So I've decided to do a little bit of a kind of vlog vibe to some of my stuff at the moment because I'll be honest with you, when you do videos, it takes a lot of planning, it's a lot of editing. Sometimes I'm only doing like small jobs here and there, and it's difficult sometimes to come up with a full episode. So I thought, do you know what? I won't do that. I'm going to start, showcasing some of the other stuff I do. I'm usually really busy on something. Whether when I was organising the event, there was stuff going on. I'm usually sorting stuff out in the garage and selling bits and speaking to companies about stuff and doing the odd job on some of my other cars. I don't just own Fiat. And I've come to ask you a question. So I've got to get into the turbo because I need to move it. Now, one of the things that causes me the biggest headache when it comes to all my projects, and I imagine the same for you as well, is sometimes collecting cars. Getting cars to events, taking them to track days. I, for one, always panic when I'm driving a car to a track day and I have to drive it home because if it all goes wrong, it's going to cost you money. So I've decided to hopefully pull the trigger on my idea for a budget parts hauler, tow rig, etc., etc. Now, I've already got one. I can't remember if I've mentioned it before. I'm not a massive French car fan. It's a Citroen C4 Grand Picasso, but what that means is it is colossally big in the back. You can fold the seats down. You get 7 people in it. And the best thing about it not being a van is it's not a van all the time. So it's a van when you need it to be one, because I've had engines, gearboxes, doors, bonnets, all kinds of things. That's what I was getting here for. And it's got a column shift auto on it, so you can drive it for absolutely miles with no problems whatsoever. And I'll be honest with you, I've got a bit of an idea for it. So the car's nicknamed the Hulkbuster, which you'll see why when you see it. And the idea that I've got for modifying it is pretty simple, but hopefully something that makes it really cool. Because obviously it needs to go a lot lower. It needs some different wheels. It certainly needs some cosmetics and some styling. But again, the Hulkbuster name, I've got a bit of an idea for that. And generally, get a tow bar on it. Stick some other little bits in there that's going to help me on track days, and then hopefully, even though I know the slug so far, it's done 2 track days, not a problem. I've driven it there and back, and I will do it sometimes. I'll hopefully just be able to stick it on a tow dolly. It'll be taxed and MOT. Just drag it along the floor effectively, get it to an event. If it breaks down, blow a gearbox, do a head gasket on the turbo, whatever, it makes no difference whatsoever. I can chuck it back on the dolly, drive it back, weight capacity is fine. Citroen C4 Grand Picasso is 750 kilograms unbraked, 1500 kilograms braked. Obviously now licensing's changed. I won't be a plum. I'm not saying you're a plum if you don't do this, but potentially you are. I've never towed anything in my entire life, so I will get maybe a couple of lessons from a mate who's really good at towing. I've had somebody offer to sort of take me through the ropes of it and sit in the car and stuff. But otherwise, if that interests you and I can finally put my money where my mouth is, it isn't just a Fiat channel, let me know. I've already started speaking to a couple of companies in the hope that I might be able to get some support. Parts for these is pretty thin on the ground. Coilovers are massively expensive. Lowering springs are all right, but they might not be low enough. And obviously with the wheels and stuff like that, I've got to keep it cheap. It's got to be cheap. But once that's done, I've got no excuses. If I ever need to tow a car somewhere, as long as it's MOT'd or I can get a brake trailer, then it's all done. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see more vlogs and stuff of me doing little jobs. Obviously not just ranting on like I am now. And then, yeah, you can let me know. But yeah, otherwise, that's pretty much it for me. It's going to take absolutely no editing to get this done. And I'm going to carry on sorting out my garage.